Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working through the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. You can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. There's also a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books that I have available. I've written How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's an exam technique book and it's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to best make use of the time when you're actually in the exam room working through your exam paper. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really great, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in store. And so now we're ploughing on through this section on transposition. And so if you turn with me to page 19 in your Music Theory and Practice workbook, and you may also want to just turn in your PDF document to section D. There's a few little reminders of the things that we're talking about there, and you will also perhaps want to have all your key signatures to hand just so that you can make quick jumps between the intervals and the keys. And so we're going to carry on with exercise 8. So if I just sort of refresh your memory with this one, and then perhaps you can have a go on your own in the next couple of examples. So now we're asked to transpose these passages up a minor third so that they will sound in concert pitch when played. Remember, when a clarinet in A, for example, sounds a C, when it plays a C, it actually sounds an A. And so in order for it to sound a C, you've got to write a minor third higher in order for that to sound at concert pitch, and so that's what we're doing now. And so here the example that we've got is in the key of E major. It doesn't matter whether it's in the major or the minor, the key signature would be the same, and so the principle remains the same, so we just think in the major key. And so up a minor third from E takes us to G, and so now we're in the key of G major. And then the key signature will adjust everything apart from when we come to the accidentals. We need to bear this key signature in mind and adjust up or down a semitone accordingly, and everything is up a third, so we just jump to the next line or the next space. And so really the principle is the same, we're just going up in the stave now, not down. Once you've got the key signature, everything else is just the same principle. So if you want to have a little go with that. So I'm hoping you've had a go, and now let's work through this together. So not much thinking until we get to this latter part when we get some accidentals. So just so long as we remember to keep everything in relation. So that's exactly my point. Up a third. So we're going up a line or up a space, and just check that the relationship between these intervals is correct. And so we need a... So now we're going to have to think a little bit. So here we're on to an F. So at the moment that's a D sharp major natural. And here that's an F sharp because of the key signature, so we just need to lower that with the natural sign just the same. However, this next one is an E. There's nothing in the key signature to change that, so that's been lowered from a sharp to a natural, and so a natural is lowered a semitone by adding a flat. So there we go. Same principle here. We've gone from an F to an F natural, just as they've gone. So we go from F sharp to F natural, just as they've gone from D sharp to D natural. And then just the same we need to lower the E by a flat because there's nothing in the key signature to affect it, so we just need to lower it a semitone. And there we go, that's the thinking done. So now we just need to add all the dots and beams and so on to make a faithful transposition of the original. Dot. There we go, that's that one. So this continues over the page to page 20. So if you want to turn over, and now by all means have a go at this next exercise B on your own. Just have a crack at that and then we can work through it together. So at the moment we are in the key of D major. And if we go up a minor third, that takes us to F. So we're going to have to move into F major now. So we'll go from a key signature of 2 sharps to a key signature of 1 flat. We can just get that in place straight away. And then we just need the time signature. Everything's going to be up a third, so up a line or up a space, and then we'll have to just think about the accidentals as we go along. So let's just map out the bars so we don't run out of space. We've got enough to be thinking about without worrying which note we're on. So if your notes sort of spread and you lose track where you are, it makes life very difficult. It's quite a long extract here, so we've plenty to go at for revision purposes. So we'll be starting on note C, middle C. And so now that F is not affected by the key signature, so that's a D made sharp, so this is an F. We're going to just make that sharp just the same again. We're just raising that by a semitone. So we can just carry on until now we're on an E. Now at the moment that's a C sharp that's been lowered by a natural sign. This is an E natural, and so to lower that we need a flat sign to lower it by a semitone. And then here we're going to an F. Now here there's a natural sign here that's not really doing anything, and so we're just going to copy that just to show that it's not F sharp from before. So that's a little bit redundant, but they've put it in, so we will. So that doesn't actually change anything, and that's because now we're going to have an F that needs to be sharpened, so we need to raise that by a semitone. There we go. Just now jumping up the thirds as before. Nothing too much to be thinking about here just yet, just visually up a line or a space. Oops. Until now we've got a note C that needs raising. This is a note A natural raised by a sharp. This is a C natural raised by a sharp. There's nothing in the key signature that would cause us to think about that. And then just jumping the thirds. That's gone wrong. I didn't do my third, I did a step. Silly me, keep your concentration. And then line, line, line. That should be an A, G tied to a G. There we go. That's all the thinking done. So now we just need to get these stems in place. Just quickly sketch these out. By all means use a ruler. So this could go either way. I think I'll keep this stems up. These will have to go up because the last one's outvoted, but now we'll stems down. Stems down again here. There we go, just a few little, not quite to there, a few little articulation marks, some slurs and dynamic expression to put in. Whole bar, and there we go. We've got piano, crescendo. That'll do. You could put your tempo direction by all means there. So if you haven't tried this on your own, I do suggest that you try this next one. So just have a crack at it and then we'll look at this together. So I'll just sketch out all the bits and bobs ready. Quite a short one, but it looks like we've got quite a few accidentals to be thinking about. So first job is to have a go at sorting out the key signature. So at the moment we are in G major, and so if you've had a go of this yourself, hopefully up a minor third will lead you to the conclusion that we're now in B flat major. And so you'll need a key signature of B flats and E flats. And then we're ready to go. So everything up a third takes us up a space. Now here, that's an F natural. Here that's a D natural made a sharp by raising it. That's going to be an F natural. We'll raise that by a sharp 2. Nothing in the key signature would affect that. Now here, in the original it's a G raised by a sharp, so we've raised it by a semitone. Here this is a B flat because of the key signature. If we raise that by a semitone, that's going to become a natural. If you put a sharp sign, you've gone too far, you've actually raised it twice. So let's carry on. Back to the G sharp, so we just raise that by a sharp because there's nothing in the key signature to change the way we approach that. And then here we've got the G sharp again. And then we will cancel that with a natural sign, just as they have done in the original. Just need 2 ledger lines now. And then here, this is an E now. Now this in the original was a C raised by a sharp. At the moment this is an E flat, and so to raise that we use a natural sign to cancel the flat and raise it a semitone. Just need 2 lines now. And now what happens is this natural sign is cancelling this sharp, and so what we need to do to cancel this flat is to add to cancel this natural sign and put it back to the key signature of an E flat. There we go. So you've just got to think about the intervals by cancelling, raising and lowering semitones in relation to how the key signature might change the symbol that we do use for that. There we go then. So just a bit of sketching some stems and beams. There we go, and then articulation marks and slurs. So they've got a faithful transposition to the original piano. There we go, and you can put the tempo marking in by all means. There we go then, so that's the end of that exercise. So we're going to be moving on to the next exercise in the next video. I do hope that you're finding this helpful. If you can give me a like, that would be really great, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And please do visit sharonbill.com and make use of all the information available to you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.